Hey everyone, I hope we're all well. If you're new here, hello, I'm Helen. I started my YouTube channel originally by doing hair videos way back in the day, nearly 10 years ago now. Back in the pastel purple days, and since then, actually before then, I'd been dyeing my hair so much. I'd used and abused my hair. It's been nearly every colour under the sun, and I used to do my friend's hair. In most recent times, I've been going to the salon to get my hair done just cause I couldn't afford to now. I have been using hair shit for a very long time, and I would say that I'm somewhat experienced and knowledgeable of hair products. So I had a little bit of a mishap recently. There's absolutely no animosity between me and the brand. I was feeling a bit crazy one day, and I decided to, because my hair had faded quite a lot, and I decided on a whim to just go in my cupboard, pick out a dye and put it on my head. And I think in my mind I preempted the thought of going like a little bit darker, deeper, reddy brown. So I picked out this colour which was called Rose Brunette. To me, roses are red. To me, that just sounded like it was going to be reddy brown. I put it on my head. It started to look really purple. I continued to put it on my hair, hoping that maybe that is just the colour of it. Because it's like some dyes look different, wet in their consistency than they do dry. I thought, oh, okay, I'm still going to put it on. I dried it, it was still very purple. Purple colour from the brand, which was Berry Brunette, to me looked really red. And I was a bit annoyed by it. I spoke about it online. I spoke to the brand and just said, like, as a consumer, this is a little bit misleading. And, you know, they came back to me and said on their website, they have the swatches there for people to see, like the colour on hair, which is absolutely fair enough. But obviously, I got it in the post, and I had it in my bathroom cupboard for ages. And they said to me, in future, they're going to send through swatches in press samples as well, which is great. Lesson learned, if you don't know a brand, don't do anything on a whim. End of. If you're comfortable and you know like brands are true to their colour or their word or their packaging, fair enough. But if you're not too sure of a brand, whatever, maybe do your research. Don't do a me. Don't just whack it on your head. I think obviously if you're picking up stuff and you're going to put it on your head, sometimes you just expect it to be what it says it's going to be from a consumer, because, you know, fair enough, I'm a blogger, I'm on Instagram, I'm also a consumer, so when I use things as a regular person. I don't always have this kind of editorial, useful information spewer, Instagrammer, blogger mindset all the time. Sometimes I'll just pick something up and use it. But it's all good. It's all good. Like, it was fine in the end, but obviously I still wasn't happy with my hair. It looked alright, like, don't get me wrong, it looked fine, but I didn't like it. Like, I was like, I don't want purple hair. This isn't like 2014 anymore. My hairdresser Tom got in contact with me to give me some advice. I'm sharing that wisdom onto you. I'm sure you won't mind. But if you have dyed your hair and it hasn't come out the way you wanted it to, you made a boo-boo, or again, like the colour wasn't what you expected, this should help. It should at least help. What I used was a gloss. It said it was a gloss. Basically, what that meant was it was a colour booster, semi-permanent dye, which lasts 6 to 8 washes. I thought, okay, well, I need to wash my fucking hair lots to get this out. I got all of this out in a day. I got my hair back to normal in just one session, which was awesome. If you're using permanent hair dyes, this probably won't be as effective, just saying, because permanent is permanent and it's a lot more harsher on the hair. But I feel like this would still help. It would make a noticeable difference. It just might not revert it back to where it was before. So Head and Shoulders, everybody said get the Head and Shoulders on it. I already knew I was about to go get one. My boyfriend popped out and got me the Head and Shoulders, and also some Monty Bojangles. I was feeling pretty upset, mixed that with hormones, not good concoction. Got me some Head and Shoulders. So what I did was I put this on my head, I lathered it up, a load of colour came out straight away. I left the lather on my head 5 minutes. I then rinsed it. I then put it on my hair again. I left it for 5 minutes. This stuff. And then what I did was I used this product. Now, this is Philip Kingsley Elasticize Extreme. It adds elasticity and bounce to natural coiled curls and porous hair. So it's a treatment for what it says on the tin. Curly hair and porous hair. And it's a deep conditioning treatment. So obviously my hair was benefiting from this amazing deep deep conditioner. But also what Tom said was, even though it's a great product, it's renowned for colour fade. So I was like, oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I left this on for 30 minutes approximately, and then I rinsed it out. I then put this on a further 2 times. I shampooed it, let it foam up, left it on for 5 minutes. I shampooed it, foamed it up, left it on for 5 minutes. I then got my Olaplex number 2, which comes in the big bottle, just because I Olaplex my hair every time I do anything to it. Rinse that out, and then I shampooed and conditioned my hair with my regular shampoo and conditioner. And then by the time I'd done all that, my hair was back to normal. I used my Head and Shoulders one more time, left it on for 5 minutes the last time I washed my hair, and then I used my regular shampoo and conditioner directly afterwards. I then topped my hair up with some copper stuff that my hairdresser sent me, some Fabuloso. He just sent it in the post, just like pop that on, that'll help. What happened was though is, so the problem I had with the colour that I put on, which went purple, there was a green undertone in it, and a lot of the time blues and purple semi-permanent dyes have a green undertone or something in it, like an ingredient that makes it green. You can buy purples and blues without the green in it. The green is the bit that's going to stay in your hair. So my hair had a lovely green tinge to it when it all washed out, and also the foam that came out of my hair was green as well. So that was a little bit concerning. But again, if your hair is darker and you're using these colours that I used to give it a bit of a hue, let's say, it probably wouldn't be that noticeable, but on my hair, because it's a lot lighter, the green was a lot noticeable. So that's why I also went over it with my copper Fabuloso, just to also knock out the greens. That sometimes does happen with blues and purples. It leaves green behind, but that will eventually fade out. But if you can go over it with colour to counteract it, sometimes pinks are good working when you work with greens. They kind of counteract each other. That was how I did it in a nutshell. Didn't take long to explain it. If anybody else has got any tips, I love using this space as a community to help each other, to support each other, to be positive. So if you've got any other tips that you want to share, any old wives' tales, pop them in the comments down below. It'd be really good to get some ideas. But for me, Head and Shoulders, this treatment really worked, and you've just got to be persistent. Even if you just keep going with this until it eventually comes out. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Please subscribe if you're new here. Farewell, goodbye, au revoir.